Welcome to the class of signal system. In previous few lectures, we have seen the evaluation of coefficients of Fourier coefficients, and in the previous lecture we have seen how value of Vn becomes 0 for if the signal having even symmetry, or it is also called mirror symmetry. The We will see next symmetry, next type of symmetry in this context, which is odd symmetry. To know whether the signal is having odd symmetry or not, we have to check for this condition. Means we have to check for this condition means there is a signal xt, I will take reversal of this signal about y axis. Means we will plot x of minus t. X of minus t means folding of the signal about the y axis, and then we will plot minus x of minus t. Means again we will take a reversal about x axis. Here we will take reversal about y axis. Again we will take reversal about x axis, and then after the two reversals, if the signal minus x of minus t is same as the signal xt itself, then we shall identify that the given signal has odd symmetry. And by observation the graph of the signal, if there is a symmetry about origin, means if the signal has the same shape in the first and third quadrant, then we can say that the signal is having odd symmetry. So I will give some examples of the odd symmetry. Like if the signal has odd symmetry, it will look like sine wave. It is called symmetry about origin. As signal appears in the first quadrant, the same shape of the signal will appear in the third quadrant. This is how we can identify by observing the graph whether a given signal is odd signal or it does not have an odd symmetry. It is also called rotation symmetry. In this signal, if we take reversal about y axis and we will take reversal about x axis, we will get the same signal again. Look how the given signal is. The given signal is something like this. It is something like this. If I will take reversal of this signal about y axis, means the signal as appears in the right side of the y axis, it will go in the left, and left of the axis of the signal will go to the right of the y axis. So it will look like, I will take mirror image, it will look like this, and here it will look like this. It is reversal about y axis. If we will take reversal of the same signal about x axis, means the signal which is plotted below the x axis, it will go up to the x axis, and which is plotted above the x axis, it will go below the x axis. And this signal will appear like, as x axis will act as mirror, and it will become like, if we will assume x axis as a mirror, it will look like this. So this signal here, this signal and this signal, both are the same. After the two reversals, once about y axis and once about x axis, we will get the same signal back, and this is what is the convenient way to identify whether a given signal is having odd symmetry or not. Some more examples, like if signal looks like this, signal is also having odd symmetry because there is a symmetry about origin. As it appears in the first quadrant, it will appear in the same way in the third quadrant, and many other examples are there for the symmetry about origin. We can also plot a rectangular function as it is also the example of odd symmetry or rotation symmetry. But the point is, when there is a symmetry, when xt is having odd symmetry, then coefficients of the Fourier series a naught and an will become 0. We have to calculate only Vn. Why these values a naught and an will become 0? Because as we know, to calculate a naught we have to use this formula: 1 by t 0 to t integration of xt over one time period. So if we integrate an odd signal over one time period, it will always give value equal to 0 if xt is odd, because if xt is odd, it will give always value at 0 equal to 0, means it will always pass through the origin like sine wave or any other odd signal. It will always cross the origin, means give value equal to 0 at t equal to 0. And when it happens, when we will integrate this signal from minus t by 2 to t by 2, from here to here, this integration, because here it will give negative value for the half of the time period, for the remaining half it will give positive value, and both two are just equal to each other, and because of this negative and positive sign they will cancel each other and they will result in 0. That's why if we integrate an odd signal for a time period, it will always give value equal to 0. In the same way, formula to integrate an is equal to 2 by t integration from 0 to t xt cos of n omega t dt. Here this signal xt is given here odd because xt has odd symmetry, it is an odd signal, and cos n omega t is an even signal. Then the product of this odd and even signal will result in an odd signal. Again, integration of an odd signal over a time period will always result in 0. That's why these values of a naught and an is equal to 0 if the signal is having odd symmetry or rotation symmetry. And the value of Vn we have to calculate only, and which will be Vn will be equal to 4 by t integration from 0 to t by 2 xt sine n omega t into dt. We have to calculate only this value, and if we are able to identify the given signal is the given signal is having odd symmetry, then directly we can say that these values a naught and an will become 0, and by using this formula we have to calculate bn only. Now look into the example. Here a naught signal is given, because as the graph appears in the first quadrant, the same graph will appear in the third quadrant. By observing this, we can say that the signal is having odd symmetry, or we can check by taking a folding about y-axis, then reversal about x-axis. If the signal appears same as it was as the original signal, then the signal is having odd symmetry. And if the signal is having odd symmetry, then we can say that here a naught and an will be equal to 0. Now we have to calculate the value of bn only. Here signal value of the means period of the signal is given. Here we can say that, see from here, the signal repeats after t itself. That means the period of the signal given here is t, capital T. And we have to take the integration from 0 to t by 2. Then we have to know this equation of this line from 0 to t by 2. To know the equation of this line from 0 to t by 2, the coordinates of this point is t by 2 comma a, and it passes through the origin, means it passes through 0 0. Here if again we will assume x1 y1 and x2 y2, and find the slope of the line equal to y2 minus y1 means 0 minus a by upon x2 minus x1 means 0 minus t by 2, which will be equal to 2a by t. M is equal to 2a by t, then equation of the line in interval 0 to t by 2 will be equal to xt is equal to 2mx means 2a by t into t. This is the equation of xt in interval 0 to t by 2. And value of omega naught will be 2 pi by t, which is fundamental frequency of the signal. Again here, because of odd symmetry, a naught and an are equal to 0. bn is equal to 4 upon t integration from 0 to t by 2 xt sin n omega naught t dt. Here value of xt, as we calculated the equation of line, it is 2a by t into t. So I will write it here as 2a by t into t sin n. Value of omega is 2 pi by t into t dt, which can be written as, if we will multiply, we will keep this constant outside of the integration, it will become 8a upon t square integration from 0 to t by 2 t sin n 2 pi by t into t. Again it is the case of integration by parts. It will become first function into integration of second function, means integration of sin n into 2 pi by t into t, means integration of sin is minus cos n into 2 pi by t upon 2 pi n by t upon 2 pi n by t into t. Limit is from 0 to t by 2. Then it will be integrated 2 times. Here sin will be integrated 2 times. First time it will integrated, it will cos, and it will give cos, and when cos is integrated again it will give sin 2 pi n by t back. So here is sin 2 pi n by t, and here is square of 2 pi n by t. Now when we will put the limit, upper limit is t by 2 and lower limit is 0. So when we will put t by 2 in the equation, in place of this t it will become t by 2, and cos of 2 pi by t into t by 2 here. This t and t will cancel each other, this 2 and 2, it will become cos pi n. Here it will become only cos pi n, t minus t by 2 cos pi n minus it is cos of minus it is sine of 0, which will become 0, again plus sine of, again in place of t we will write t by 2. When we will write here t by 2, it will become sine n pi minus, when we will put n equal to 0, t equal to 0, it will become sine 0, which is equal to 0. So here it will become t square by 4n pi, t square by 4n pi, it is minus 1 power n, because cos n pi will become minus 1 when n is odd, and it will become plus 1 when n is even. That's why it is minus 1 power n here. And this is sine n pi. Sine n pi will give 0 values for all values of n. Sine n pi will be equal to 0. Sine n pi will be equal to 0 for all values of n. So this term will always be equal to 0. Sine 0 is also 0, that's why it will become 0. We have to get only this value, which came from this cosine term, which is cos n pi minus 0, and cos n pi is equal to minus 1 when n is odd, and it is plus 1 when n is equal to even. Then it is written as minus 1 power n. This will also be equal to minus 1 when n is equal to odd, and it will equal to plus 1 when n is equal to even. This is what we have to get. Here t square and t square will cancel each other, and this 4 2s are 8. This will cancel this term, it will become 2a by n pi into minus 1 power n plus 1, because 1 minus is also here. So minus 1 into minus 1 power n, it will become minus 1 power n plus 1. That's why it is written here, it is minus 1 power n plus 1. So we all the coefficients are known. A naught is equal to 0, an is equal to a naught, and an are equal to 0, and bn, what we have calculated, is 2a upon n pi, 2a upon n pi into minus 1 power n plus 1. Now put all these coefficients in the relation to obtain the Fourier series of xt, which is equal to xt is equal to a naught plus sigma n is from 1 to infinite an cos n omega t plus bn sin n omega t. Here value of a naught is 0, value of a n is 0. We have to put here the value of bn only, which is equal to sigma n is from 1 to infinite 2a upon n pi into minus 1 power n plus 1. This is the value of Bn multiplied by sine of n omega t. This is all for this lecture. In the next lecture we will discuss some more examples and another symmetry which is called half wave symmetry. Thank you.